Alright guys, welcome to today's class. Okay, so in today's class we are going to be learning how to draft and sew a shawl collar jacket. The shawl collar jacket is going to have a two-piece sleeve. Okay, the kind of sleeve that is suitable for a jacket or a blazer. Okay, all right, having said that, I'd like to welcome you once again to Fashion Boss Innovations Academy online training or fashion school. But we shall learn here online. We learn everything fashion here. Okay, all right. We'll just go straight into the drafting process. Okay, we'll go straight into the drafting process. So this is the fabric we are going to be using for the jacket. As you can see, it's an African print fabric. We have made the pants. It's a palazzo pants, and now we want to make jackets. Okay, so follow me, let's go. And this is the lining for some parts of the jacket, especially the centers, the front side and the back, because the front center we are going to be using the same fabric for it. The front center, the center front, yes, we'll be using the black fabric for it, not this one. Okay, so we'll just go straight into the class. I'll keep this away. So this is our pattern, our basic like very basic bodice pattern drafted out. It is because I don't want the class to be excessively long, because I always consider your data. Okay, that is why I took the pain to draft this offline. Is a basic body. I believe it's something you already know how to draft. Okay, but I'm gonna take you through it. Peradventure you don't know how to do this. Okay, so if you're just joining the class, welcome to today's class. We're learning how to draft a jacket, a blazer, a jacket, a suit with a shawl collar. Okay, and then with a two-piece sleeve. Okay, so I was saying before you came that we've already gone ahead to draft a basic body. This is a basic body, very very basic body. If you don't know how to draft a basic body, let us know in the comment section so that we can teach you how to draft this basic body. Okay, it is very basic. It's something everybody should know. As a matter of fact, this is where your sewing journey starts, from knowing how to draft a basic body. So if you're just joining this class, please do well to give a thumbs up. Okay, give a thumbs up. It is very important so that the algorithm will distribute this class to other people that need it. Give a thumbs up and comment where you are watching from. Okay, let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me. I don't want to be talking to myself. Okay, so this is the basic body and this is the back panel. All right, this is the back panel, but I'm gonna be taking you through it. Okay, so I'll do back panel here. Is a back panel, and this is the front panel. As you can see, I'm also going to be taking you through it so that you are not lost, in case you are wondering how we drafted this. So for the back panel, let's start with the back panel. Okay, for the back panel, I have my how I achieve this. Okay, I have from the shoulder to the length. As you can see, is the length of the bodice. Now which of course is also going to stand as the length of the jacket. The length of the jacket is 26 inches. Okay, like 1 inches above the hip line. So but this is also subject to how long you want your jacket to be. Okay, so I have here, this is the back panel for a basic body. a 1 inch zipper allowance, okay. And then I have the neckline. Of 3 inches and 3 inches width and 1 inch depth, okay, for back panel. And then I have my chest line, I have my bust line, I have the half length, which is the waistline, and then I also have the length of the blouse, okay. Basically, this is all we need for a basic body. And then I did a dart intake of 1 inch, 0.5 here, 0.5 here. I connected from here to get my dart leg to this point, and then I got my dart. This line you are seeing here is a 2 inches allowance I left, okay, for the bodies. So basically that is how to draft a basic body. Like I said, if you do not know how to draft this basic body, let us know in the comment section so that we can take you through it again on a live class, okay. So this is for the back body, but just keep it away. And then we'll come to the front bodies, okay. It's also a basic body. Now, because I want to alter this basic body into a jacket, what I did, but let me take you through this first, okay. So I have from here to here as the starting line of the blouse, the same thing we have, you know, on the back panel, 26 inches. I did not put any seam allowance at the bottom, okay. So let me roll so that you will see. So this line I am rolling now is the waistline. I'm sure you know how to get it. This is the under bust line for the front panel. For the back panel, we didn't do an under bust line, but we did for the front panel. This line I am rolling now is the bust point. Like I said, is a basic body, okay. And then this one I am rolling now is the chest line, okay. This is the chest line, okay. I'm just fleshing it out, right? And then this is our armhole. This is our armhole. If you don't know how to do this, okay, let us know in the comment section so that we can launch a live class teaching you how to do this. So I'm just fleshing this out because I use a pencil to draft it. I said I'm going to flesh it out when you guys come online, okay, when we are having the live class, okay. So the neck depth for this is 3 inches. So it's 3 inches width and then 3 inches depth. Like I said, it's a basic body. So this line right here is the 2 inches seam allowance, okay. I left our regular 2 inches seam allowance like we will leave for every other garment that we are drafting, okay. So it's nothing serious, it's just the basic body. So we are going to alter this basic body into the short collar jacket that is our primary interest in today's class. All right, so I'll just do the same for the darts, okay. I'll just do the same for the darts. So that you will see the lines properly. All right, so this is the darts, okay. So for the darts, this is our bust points, basic body. I'm just running it through so that you understand what we have here. This is a basic body. If you don't know how to do a basic body, drop it, let us know on the comment section so that I will plan a day in the coming week, next week. Today is Friday already, to teach you basic body. This is where your fashion journey starts from. So this is our bust points. I came down by 1 inch to get our darts leg, okay. And then I did a dart intake of 1 inch, 0.5 here, 0.5 here, and then I connected it into the darts leg. Our dart, which is our bust span, is 4 inches from here to here, Hope you understand what is happening here. Okay, do well to give a like and a thumbs up if you're in this class. A like, just give a thumbs up and comment where you are watching from. Okay, so now let's go straight into the subject for today. So I didn't want to transfer this basic body into a new pattern. So if you have to transfer this basic body into a new pattern, all you need to do is to make sure you have at least 4 inches space here, as you can see. Okay, so this space you are going to be having here, but for me, I think I left about 5 inches. I don't like story that touches the art. Okay, as you can see, I left 5 inches from here. So this space, we are going to be using the space for our lapel and our birthing allowance. So I left 5 inches. You can leave between 4 and 5 inches. Now, it is also subject to the kind of lapel you want to achieve. Okay? But for the kind of lapel you want to achieve, this is perfectly enough and even more. Okay? So, having explained that, I also left a space here on this top part. Okay, I also left a space. So if you have drafted your basic body, which of course automatically it will become a sloper for you, you want to transfer your sloper into a fresh pattern paper so that you continue with what you want to do. Please do well to leave all of this space that I am showing you. Okay, now for here I left about 10 inches, although we will not exhaust the 10 inches. As you can see, 10 inches. We will not exhaust the 10 inches, but it's better to have more than to be sorry. You need about 6 to 7 inches, but I mean, since I have paper to play with, I just left 10 inches here. Okay, so now let's go straight into altering this body into becoming a blazer. Okay, so the first thing we'll do is to take our birthing allowance. Okay, take out our birthing allowance. So we'll come to this line now and take out 1 inches. We are going to be taking out 1 inches, or 1 inch rather, as our birthing allowance. So I'm going to measure 1 inch. Where is the pencil? I'm going to measure 1 inch here like this. Please make sure you are writing. Make sure you are writing. So this 1 inch is going to serve as our birthing allowance. Okay, just follow keenly. You are going to understand this. It's very, very explicit. I'm going to make it extremely explicit. Okay, but please make sure you are writing. And then I'm going to connect this 1 inch like this. Okay, this right now is our birthing allowance for our jackets. Okay, birthing allowance for our jackets. Okay, so I use the marker to flesh it out. Like that, and then I'll connect it to meet with this. Okay, and then also connect it to meet with the neckline like this. So we have successfully created our birthing allowance. This now is the first step after your basic bodies drafting. Okay, the next step is to take into consideration our breaking points. Now, what do I mean by breaking points? You are not seeing me, but let me see. Okay, so this is me. So breaking point is when you put on a jacket, okay, where your collar, your lapel ends. Some may end here if you're doing a camp collar. Some may end here. Some may end under the bust. Some may end on your waistline. Okay, I mean your lapel. So that place that your lapel ends, it's known as a breaking point. Okay, good. Let me go back to the table. The place where your lapel ends is known as a breaking point. Okay, Now, the ideal place for that breaking point to sit is either 2 inches after your bust line or 2 inches after your under bust line. So this is our bust line, bust points, on the bust. This is waistline and this is length. Okay, this is chest line. Okay, now I will want my bust, my breaking point, this is the under bust, to sit at my waistline, okay, which is here. It is either it sits on my under bust, 2 inches after my under bust, but from the look of things, the difference between the under bust and the waistline is not much. So it is either we do the under bust or we do the waistline, or we do in between the waistline and the under bust. But let us just do the waistline, which is here. Okay, so now we'll consider here as our breaking point. Okay, which is the same thing as the under busts. Okay, and then from here now we are going to connect with a diagonal line into our neckline here. Hope you are writing. We are going to connect it from here into our neckline. So you place your collar, your ruler this way. You place your ruler this way and then you connect it into your neckline. Like this. Okay, you connect it like this. So let's use the marker. Connect it like this. Can you see? So after doing this now, after the step, you see I'm taking it step by step. Okay, the next step or the next thing you are going to do is to create the collar for the back neckline, the collar for the back panel, rather the collar for the back panel. And how do you create the collar for the back panel? You will get your back panel pattern. This now is our back panel pattern, and then you are going to measure your neckline. So this is the neckline for our back panel, right? Please note, don't measure from this 1-inch zipper allowance that we left here. Okay, so it is advisable that before you start drafting the front panel of your jacket, you must have already drafted the back panel of the bodice. Okay, it is very, very advisable. Okay, now we are going to measure the neckline like this, and this is how to measure it. I place my tape rule like this. Let me drop it flat. I place my tape rule and I'm going to be taking it round the neckline like this. Are you seeing what I'm doing? Let me extend it. Right? I'll measure it like this till I get here. So what I have here is 3.6 inches. 3.6 inches. That's what I have there. You see how I place the tape rule? I place it like this, and then I'm taking it like this. Now you can't measure it straight like this, okay? You have to be rotating the tape rule to follow the design, I mean the shape of the neckline. So when I do it like this, what I have is 3.6 inches. Okay, I'll take my pattern away and then we'll come and draft. So we'll come here now. Hope you can see it properly. Good. We'll come to this point now. We'll place our tape rule here at this tip, this apex, and then we'll locate 3.6 inches. Okay, here is 3.6 inches. Okay, I just locate it down. I'll just mark that place down like that. Okay, and then I will get my ruler. I will place it diagonally like this, following the shape of this break points line that we have. I will place my ruler like this. It's just following the diagonal line. It's not a straight line. Okay, so that your collar relaxes very well. I'll place it diagonally like this, and then I will extend this line to meet with this dot that we have made here. Okay, that is our 3.6 inches. Let me use the ruler like this. Okay, we have successfully created a collar for our back panel. What we just did now is the side of the collar that is going to sit on the back panel around here. Okay, do you understand? Good. So after doing this, the next thing that is meant for you to do is to determine the width of your collar. The width of your collar means how big do you want the collar of the jacket to be. How big? You can use 3 inches, you can use 3.5 inches, you can use 4 inches, you can use 5 inches. It depends on you and who you are, making the apparel for or the garments for. I'm going to stop now until you all give a thumbs up to this class. I'm not going to continue. We have 1 minute to do that. Okay, just give a thumbs up. Just give a thumbs up. I'm waiting. It's not too much for you to do. Thank you. Let's see the thumbs up coming. Let us see it's coming. If you know you've not given a thumbs up, please give a thumbs up to this class. Thank you. That is all you are requested to do. Give a thumbs up. We have 40 seconds left. Give a thumbs up. Nobody is giving a thumbs up. Only one person has given a thumbs up. Please do well to give a thumbs up. I am waiting. Thank you as you do this. Thank you. 30 more seconds. 30 more seconds. It's not difficult to just tap on the thumbs or on the like or that hand that is like this, and just support the channel. That's all you need to do. Okay, it's not giving me money, but it's just making other people see the class. You are also doing it for humanity. Thank you. 20 more seconds. 20 more seconds. 20 more seconds. Thank you for giving the thumbs up. Okay, all right. So after doing this, like I was saying, we have to determine how big we want our lapel to be. Okay, now we want us to use a 3.5 inches as the width of our lapel. 3.5 inches as the width of our lapel. I think that is enough. So I'm going to get my ruler, and then I'm also going to place it like this. I'm not going to place it straight like this, so I'm going to place it on an angle like this. From this place where we have our dot, our 3.6 inches, that is the collar for the back panel, I'm going to place it at an angle like this, okay, and then I am going to make a 3.5 inches dot. Hope you are seeing how I'm placing the ruler. All of these details are very important to get a perfect collar that sits very well on your jacket. Okay, you see how I'm placing the ruler on an angle not straight like this, so on an angle. Okay, I am going to look for 3.5 inches as the width of our collar. 3.5 inches, but let me mark this first like this. I mark it like this, and then I will look for my 3.5 inches as the width of my collar. You can also use 4 inches, or let's use 4 inches, right? Okay, let's use 4 inches. So here now is 4 inches. Right here is 4 inches. Hope you can see the mark. Okay, right here is 4 inches. So after doing this, the next thing for you to do is to determine the shape of the collar. How do you want the collar to be? What kind of collar do you want? Okay, because we are going to connect from this 4 inches, given the shape that we are going to be deriving or getting into this breaking point. Okay, so let's do that. Let's start looking for shape. Let's start looking for shape. Let me see. We can clean. We can clean. Let me first of all do this. So after doing that, okay, it depends on the shape, but let's see what this is going to give to us. Let's see what this is going to give to us. So I connect it straight into the breaking point. Let's see if this is beautiful. You can choose to get really creative with your collar. Okay. So you see, does it look well? Does it look well? Do you think it looks fine? Do you think it looks fine? We can maintain this, right? We can maintain this. Okay, I think I like what I got. So let's use the marker to flesh it out. Okay, let's use the marker to flesh it out so that it's very bold for everybody to see. So we have successfully created our collar, our lapel collar. Okay, we have successfully created it. So let's use this to flesh it out like that. We have to be very gentle with it so we don't alter the design like that. Aha. So we are almost done with this, and like that. Hope it's not going to make sense. I have a live class going on. One share class lower online. I don't want noise. We're supposed to finish this in the morning. So as you can see, we have created this. We are almost done, guys. So the next thing for us to do is to determine, we can add a little effigy here and there. Okay, so I don't want the front of my jacket to look just straight 4 corner like this. I can choose to want to alter it like this. Let me see, so that it has a kind of shape in front. Let me see if this will look fine like this. Let me see. Okay, What do you guys think? Like this, like this. Okay, so I think it looks fine. Okay, so that's the shape I want in front. Okay, so let me flesh it out. Let me flesh it out. You can just choose to get creative with these things, guys. The moment you've gotten the basic, the rest is left for you. Okay, all right, hope you're learning something from the class. And then I'm going to come to this corner. I'm going to come to this corner, and then I'm going to curve it a little. I don't want to leave it four corner like that. I'm going to curve it a little. So I'm just going to come up here. Are you seeing this part? Okay, so I'm just going to come up here, let me say by 1.5 inch. Okay, 1.5 inch, and then I'm going to curve it into the bodies. Okay, like this. All right, so guys, we are basically done with the front panel drafting of this bodice, or of this shawl collar, as you can see. Okay, we are going to be cutting this out, but before we do, we also have to alter the back panel. Okay, before we go to the back panel, there is something we need to do here. Okay, because we are going to be splitting in between this. So I'm going to come to the shoulders. I'll measure what I have here, and then I will locate the midpoint. So the midpoint will be 2.25 inches. So from here now, I'm going to connect into the dart leg. Okay, because we are going to be splitting it out on that part. Okay, we are also going to do same for the back panel. But if you don't want this kind of darts, shoulder darts on your jackets, if you don't want this kind of shoulder dart on your jacket, you can also choose to make yours a princess dart. Okay, you can choose to make your own a princess dart. All right, or you just choose to leave it as a normal basic dart. Do you understand? So I'm going to go ahead now and cut this off, and then go to the back panel. Okay, we'll go to the back panel. But before we cut this off, that noise is entering my class. I don't know. Oh, you have to put it in last hour. It's so for me now. So, I want us to add, we are going to be adding 0.5 inches on some parts of this pattern as our sewing allowance. So I'm going to be adding 0.5 inches here, 0.5 inch here. Oh, I forgot something, guys. I forgot something. So you see this extension, this extension, in order for your collar to relax very well, we have to come out by 0.5 like this. I forgot, thank God I remembered. So I will come 0.5 like this. Okay, I will connect it. Please follow what I am doing, like this, and then I will connect it with a slant or a slight curve into this point. Okay, like this. So I'll connect it like this into this point. I want you to see what I'm doing very well. Okay, so I came out by 0.5 here, then I'm going to connect it into this point like this. Okay, this allows your collar to relax properly at the back. Okay, like this. You see it? Good. So after doing all of this, we are going to be adding a 0.5 sewing allowance on this, like this. Okay. Who is calling? Guys, sorry about the call. So we are doing a 0.5 allowance. Please take note of the parts that I'm adding these allowances to. It's very important. Okay, we're almost done. We're just going to alter the back panel, and then we are good. In another 5 minutes we are done with the back panel. Okay, like that. So that's the point. And then we're also going to add a 0.5 to the shoulders, like that. Okay, and then at the bottom we are also going to be adding a 0.5 to the bottom, like this, as stitching allowance, because a stitching allowance was not added so the basic bodice. Okay, so we are just going to cut this off now, and then do the back panel. Back panel isn't gonna take time. Where's the marker now? Sorry guys, the marker fell. We've already added allowance to the side, so we don't need to add any allowance to the side. Okay guys, so this is what we have. So we are going to be splitting open this place. We are going to be splitting open this place to make it a two different, to take off our darts and make it a two different panels. So guys, this is what we have. This is for the front panel of our jacket. We're going to cut in 2 of this. Okay, we're going to be cutting 2 of this. Now I'm going to show you how to cut. You cut with the main fabric, and then you cut with the fabric that you want to show on the collar. You know, sometimes we want the color of our collar to be different from the color of the color of the jacket. Okay, so I'm going to be using this to cut as the lining for the inside out, and also using this to cut for the main piece. Okay, so I'll just keep this aside. Let's do the back panel. So for the back panel, this is what we have. All we need to do for this back panel, right? All we need to do, okay, is to come up here. We have to do the same thing we did, dividing this collar into 2, like this. Yeah, 2.25. And then connecting it into the collar, I mean the dart line, like this, like we did for the front. Like that. And then we'll come to the waistline. Okay, we have to contour it so that it relaxes perfectly well. So what do? We have to minus 0.75 from the waist. Okay, and then we'll connect it back into the seam. We'll connect it back into the seam like this. Sorry about that, guys. And then connect back like this. As you can see, we are trying to eliminate every form of bulge we have on from the back. Okay, now this 0.75 that we are deducting from the back, you have to replace it